Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Patrick. Thanks for joining me for Season 1, Episode 2 of Patrick's Poor Man's Guide. This podcast is for people who want to understand local government better. It's not just for Democrats or Republicans, it's for everyone. Because responsible government starts with informed people like you. Today we're talking about ordinance versus resolution, and why it matters more than most people realize. Before we get started, if you find this podcast useful, you can support our work by subscribing wherever you're listening and by sharing it with someone who's involved in a community or thinking about getting involved. You can also find extended episodes and practical resources on my Substack at Poor Man's Publishing Co. and at poormanspublishing.com. If you'd like to support this work, subscriptions start at just a few dollars a month and they help keep these conversations going. Thanks for listening, and here's why it matters. In the last episode, we talked about commissions, how people get appointed, and where their authority actually comes from. Today, I want to slow down on one word that comes up a lot in local government, but it's rarely explained clearly: ordinance. And I want to compare it to another word that sounds similar but means something very different: resolution. People hear these words in meetings, they see them on agendas, they hear them during public comment, and a lot of confusion starts right there. An ordinance is law. It creates rules. It establishes authority. It changes the municipal code. If something has real lasting force in your community, it almost always comes from an ordinance. A resolution is different. A resolution expresses intent. It shows direction. It signals support, approval, or even recognition. But it doesn't change the law. Think of it this way. An ordinance creates the framework. A resolution communicates how leaders feel within that framework. Both matter, but they don't do the same job. When people mix them up, expectations get distorted. Something sounds official, it sounds final, but it may not actually carry legal weight. That misunderstanding shows up all the time on commissions, at board meetings, and in public conversations. Understanding the difference doesn't require a law degree, but it does change how you hear decisions being made. In the extended episode, we'll talk about how ordinances and resolutions work in real life, where people get frustrated, and why this distinction matters more than most people realize. This is Patrick's Poor Man's Guide, local government in plain English. Tune in next week for Season 1, Episode 3, what authority commissions actually have and don't. Talk to you then.